How to improve morale at our fire department. We hear that a lot. Hey, this is Billy Goldfeder answering some questions for you as part of the What's Your Problem series hosted by Fire Rescue One in Lexipol. And here's today's question. I work on a paid on call department. We work hard to, and this is from up in Canada. We work hard to maintain great relations with the community, but the last couple of years have beaten us down a bit, and we've had a lot of personnel changes. Several of our older members left the department during COVID, so those of us who have only been here for 5 years or so are stepping up into more senior roles. We also have a ton of rookies who don't know how to operate pre-pandemic or don't know how we operated pre-pandemic. They aren't aware of the huge time commitment we make it to connect with the community and maintain our skills, and they don't know that family feeling of the fire station. I'm looking to get back to our roots and reestablish the culture of servitude and brotherhood that we had before. Do you have any suggestions for us? Welcome to 2022. Everything went nuts during the pandemic. It's like the whole world got shook, and you're hardly the only department going through this kind of situation. So let me try and address in general, and then we'll go through each of your points, and I'll try to throw some answers to you. Number one, if you want to improve morale, then let's improve morale. Let's identify what the problems are, what's negative, what don't they like, okay? And I really do get annoyed when people say our morale sucks. Well, what are you doing about it? I don't mean this to our writer, I mean in general. What are you doing about it? Well, in this case, you wrote and you're asking for some advice, so let's see what we can do to help you with that. But a lot of times when we have morale issues, the first thing I tell people to do is to look in the mirror. Okay, so the last couple of years beating them down, a number of their senior members have left the department, so people are having to step up. Great, step up. But think back to what the senior firefighters did before you and start doing that. Okay, if they were there every Sunday, if they were there every Thursday, if they made themselves available, if you have a mentor program, whatever it is, start doing that. Okay. Let's see what else. We have a ton of rookies who don't know how we operated pre-pandemic. So tell them, teach them, show them, do those behaviors. If you're getting in rookies and there's no structure or less structure than you had, then they're going to go off and do what they want, or they're going to find other interests, or some of the negative people in your organization are going to grab them and start feeding them a bunch of crap. So bring them in and let them understand how we did operate before that. You said that they're not used to the time commitment, or they're not aware of it. How do you bring people on without them understanding what the expectations are? When you advertise for these folks, when you open up your applications, when you do your interviews, they got to understand that you're going to have to be at the firehouse at least 1 day a week, 2 weekends a week, and 2 nights, or whatever it is. And they have to decide. And honestly, if they say, no, I'm not sure I can make the commitment, don't change the requirement. Stick with that. I'd rather have 10 really good members than 25 and the other 15 are a bunch of putzes who are bringing down those 10 or so good members, okay? So keep that in mind. Let them know how it used to be, and then start acting like that. It's kind of a big deal. They don't know what the family feeling is at the firehouse. That's easy. Set up a weekly meal, or if you do duty crews, you're a paid-on-call department, so I'm assuming you get beeped and then you respond in. So on drill night, make a meal out of that. We drill from 6 to 8, and then at 8 o'clock we eat. Or we eat at 6, and then from 7 to 10 we drill, whatever. But you know what? Sitting around the table gets a lot done and a lot of positive stuff. And when you put some food in front of people's faces, it makes it even easier. Maybe you don't have a lot of money to do that. Then you rotate who's responsible for the meal, who's cooking the meal, who's making the meal. We're not talking about some fancy thing. Spaghetti 1 week, burgers the next, whatever you like. You're in Canada, something with maple syrup, I guess, right? But something that is going to bring everybody together. And when we're eating together, we're talking together, we're building that morale back up. So take what you used to do, take what the senior people used to do, make sure you bring people in who understand the commitment and what it's going to be. And as far as building the morale, spend some time together. Have some fun. Maybe there's even, again, you're in Canada, maybe go to a hockey game, or go throw snowballs at each other in the wintertime. Again, I'm just trying to get it clear to you. We want to spend time together, right? And you'll find out that it's going to build. Hey, look, not everybody's going to love each other. There's going to be somebody who don't like this one or don't like that one. That's all right. But just overall, hey, it's mealtime. Joe's cooking. Julie's cooking. I'm not going to miss that meeting. So that's kind of what my thoughts are as far as that family feeling. You can't just snap a feeling and do it, but it sounds like very much so what you need to do is look in the past and bring that to the future. Do some group kind of sessions as far as meals and stuff like that. But most importantly of all that, don't bring anybody on who does not understand the commitment they're going to have to make to your fire department. Thanks so much. Email Fire Rescue 1 with your questions. I'm very glad to help you find solutions or provide some ideas to whatever you're facing. Email me at Fire Rescue 1 with any questions you have. I promise you I'll do my best to give you, well, you'll always get my opinion, but I'll also try and get you some facts in there as well. Thanks so much and take care.